Hi everybody again. I'm here to show you this time another PHP design pattern. This time we will see the static factor method creational pattern. So this is a creational pattern that helps you to create objects. So the idea of this pattern is it's very similar to simple factor. But in this case we use a static method. I will show you the class that I have here, that is the factor. So in this case what we have, let me show you to diagram of my class show diagram. Oh, I want to show a more complete diagram. Show diagram PHP class. Okay. So here I have an example using formatters. So I have an interface that defines what is a formatter, and I have two child class. I have the string formatter and the number formatter. Any class to format a type of value, and I have the format factor that have the responsibility to create my formatter objects based on a parameter. In this case, what I have here in my class is that the parameter is the type. So if I pass that my type is string, I will return a string formatter, and if I pass that my type is a number, I will return a number format. And if my parameter is any of these types, I will return an invalid argument exception indicated that my type is not a valid. So if I pass here a float, it will return an exception that float is not a valid type. So here I'll show you very fast that my interface is a very simple interface with a method that format that receive a value and return this value. In my string formatter, what I have is this method, the format method, that sees the value and applies the OC first. So it will uppercase my first letter of my value, and I have the number formatter that will receive a number and will return this number with 2 decimal points, and this decimal separator will be a dot. So let's try to this factor here in my index. So I will here create my formatter. I will create the first and string formatter. So factor format factor create, and I will pass here that is my type is string, so I will get a string formatter. And if I do here format and pass here my name, by example, I will pass my name in lowercase so we can see that it is working. And let's create another one for number. So here I will replace this by number. Very nice. And here I will put a number. I will put 120, and I will add here a breakpoint. So let's run this on my console. If I run here, oh, what happened? Okay, I just forgot to print the return of my functions. So now I will run it again, and that's everything okay. Okay, now my formatters are format my value. So what is the good usage of this type of factor is to us to consent logic of how to create an object. So if I need to create a format, I have to put this logic in every in every place that I need to create this format. So with this factor I can keep my logic in just one method. So every time that I need to create a formatter, I just call this method. It doesn't matter to me how how I validate the formats, how I throw exceptions when I am creating the format. So it can be useful for loggers, for database creations, for anything that you want. It's very useful to avoid duplicate code. So by this class is just this. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, please leave in a comment, and thank you so much. Bye bye.